If you look at the way cancer is presented in the media do a great disservice to people with cancer and with lymphoma. They tend to portray it very simplistically, all as one disease, and they give people the impression that they have a lump, and then they're told they have cancer, and they have the shock of diagnosis which they have to get over, and then they have treatment which makes them look and feel terrible, and 3 or 6 months later they're alive or dead. And the reality is these days that even for cancers that we can't cure, generally we approach it as a chronic disease, something that people have to get their minds around the fact they're going to have to live with it for the rest of their days in the case of an incurable lymphoma. And even if it's a curable one, you won't know that for 3 or 5 years after the end of your treatment. So people have to live with the prospect or the worry about a relapse, even if they're already cured, for several years. So as we quite proudly look at the better results we're getting for lymphoma in terms of cure rates, we must never forget that people have to live with the spectre of this for a long period of time, even if they are cured. My experience has been that a lot of people actually put all of that internal discussion on ice while they're getting through treatment. And a lot of people, I think, are so busy coping with the impact of the disease on themselves physically and on their family and on their workplace and on their relationships that they tend to forget themselves in the equation, and then suddenly they may have been coming here once every week for 12 weeks. We say to them, look, your scans are all clear at the end of treatment, we'll see you in 3 months. And I've actually had people burst into tears at that point when I think I'm giving them good news. So we've undertaken a bit of research in the hospital here to look at the idea of a structured, if you like, discussion at the end of treatment to go through the issues with people. And there are a lot of issues that come up, things like what to tell future partners, what to tell future job applications, issues about fertility, how to cope with the fear of relapse, to name just a few. So I actually say to my patients now at the end of treatment, look, just as